Hey, how you guys doing? I was just laying on my sofa trying to go to sleep. I needed a little cat nap. I've been up for several hours. I said, man, I need me some sleep. So I go lay down, and I'm getting close to sleep, I thought. And I keep hearing in my head, we're not going back. We're not going. And I jumped up, and I'm like, whoa, whoa. So I'm here because of that. Because it's starting to bother me that this woman is doing what she's doing on this is the highest office in the land, and we got people who want her to win just because Donald Trump is bad, terrible actually, but without telling her, hey, because she's gonna lose, but without telling her, hey, we can be instrumental in you winning, but you got to do something for us. You can't just not do anything for us, and we're okay with it. Now, the reason I started to make this video and started to think about this video was because I was thinking, how did we get here? How in the hell did we get here? Okay, 3 months ago, Biden was our candidate for the Democrats. Just 3 short months ago, and then what was it? The other day, he's got a MAGA hat on. He's just losing it. Nobody in their right mind would do that. And being who he is, and with his vice president out there campaigning, you clowning whatever, and you put a MAGA hat on. Let me see that. It's one of the dumbest stuff in the world. And whoever his handlers are, they're doing a rotten job. They really are. But what I want to go back to is Biden's campaign, as he barely won the presidency because he was done. Nobody want to know what asked Biden. It's just like, I don't know how the black people got the momentum going. I don't even know why they got the momentum going. But down there in South Carolina, when that South Carolina primary hit, and that's what a lot of, and I heard some commentators earlier today talking about it, and they were saying something like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, Jim Clyburn and his coalition got the black, what did they say, that we basically, they were saying that we as black people were saying, oh, you're gonna give us a female African American vice president. That's what they're saying. We said, we ain't say that shit. But there was, I heard that, in some commentary, blacks demanded black female vice president. So Biden obliged us, and even threw in a black Supreme Court justice. Just you know what I mean? Just threw that in just extra for free. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm like, whoa. So Biden picked Kamala because we demanded it. That's some Jim Clyburn shit. He the one who did that, not us. That's Jim Clyburn like a mother, not us. So Jim Clyburn gets behind closed doors, makes a deal with Biden. You gonna go, come on, that'd be a good idea. If you get us a black one. Well, do you have any ideas who you think? Kamala Harris. Hmm. Is she black? Yeah, kinda. Black enough. She do anything you want her to do. She a good girl. And then he take her in there. And look what the hell we stuck with. Because of Biden and Clyburn and some of the Black Caucus members probably too, and anybody else black who talked behind our goddamn back. That's who was in the meetings. And they worked some shit out. Oh, you don't have to be in the meetings. Look at how the goddamn country is run. If y'all can't figure it out, you can see the shit. How does this happen? How do we get Kamala Harris? How do we get her? Because that was to appease us and to garner black support. And then black people started thinking like, well, he went through the primaries with our support, and pushed him to victory, and now he's gonna pay us back. Not by doing nothing for us, not by putting an agenda together for us, nothing like that, nothing close to that. Give us a African American VP, and there were some real ones in contention, but he picked Kamala because she's probably the most compliant. She's probably the one who would do the most for the lease. And oh, they needed somebody to get that black vote in. It's down pretty low. It's in the 70s now. The black vote is. So you know, I don't think she can win with the black vote being in the 70s. I don't. She the 80s hell is going to be close, but the 70s and that would mean that some major populations, maybe in some of the swing states, even it could be Detroit, it could be North Carolina. Hell, Arizona has a, and for sure, Nevada has a big black population. I mean, but it just ain't as concentrated as it used to be. And you guys know that's by design. And that's why you guys are getting bolder with the way you treat us. Where it was a time we got honorable mentions. Now all y'all do is use our civil rights speeches and just change the words around and make it relate to anything you want. Anything that and maybe you are right for avoiding interviews, Kamala, when you really think about it. You guys got a whole lot of policies that people don't like. And we have yet to see you on a network that's going to be a little more adversarial than ABC, CNN, MSNBC, and you're avoiding them. You're going to have to do half hour or longer interviews. You're going to have to just let somebody, hey, we're going to be joined today by presidential candidate Kamala Harris. Somebody inviting Trump on, he should be there. And if not, he at his rallies. And if he ain't at his rallies, he's answering questions after the rally, before the rally. You can't keep a mic out his face because he know who he is and he know what it takes to win the presidency. And he's actually more equipped this time than he was the last time. And having not lost so much support, I would imagine that a guy who has the baggage that you guys keep pinning on him, that he does have for sure, he'd be polling around 23% nationwide. That's what I think. Probably about 2 or 3% black. But instead, you're like fighting neck and neck with them, and you keep telling us that we're the underdogs. You're admitting that his presidency was better than yours when you say that. You're admitting that more people in the country are interested in him being the president than they are you, because the country was better for them when he was the president as opposed to when you're accepting all this. You're accepting a defeat. You're encouraging the defeat. You're putting negative energy out there by even saying that dumb shit because it's the truth. It's the only thing you can say. Because if you don't come in surrendering to some degree to the voters and saying, please help me, I don't have nothing for you, but please help me. He's gonna take your democracy away, and he's gonna pee from the tallest buildings in the land and not give you umbrellas. I mean, he's just gonna do all kind of stuff just to have people frightened of this man because you don't have a plan, you haven't done anything good, and you don't have nothing to fight with. So all you can do is just make him look like a bad guy. He's a terrible person. You don't want, well, you know what? Some things that you guys like, Trump don't like, and that's why you won't do these interviews, because there are things that don't concern me, that concern other Americans. And there's things that concern me that don't concern them. And we got to all stay in our lanes and push our agendas onto you so that they can be addressed. And for some reason, you got something against black people, or the Democratic Party does. If it's not you, then you've been told what you're not doing, because you're not doing anything and you are a African American vice presidential candidate according to the requirement for the job. And if you're not African American, then what did Biden give us? See what I'm saying here, guys? Either you are African American, and that's what Biden and Clyburn schemed up, and we got what they said. But if now you're not African American, then that means that Biden just lied to us and pretended to have a black African American descendant of slaves type black person. Because at first that's what they look at a Kamala. I said, "Fuck you, think, okay, she black." Then when you said, "Oh, she ain't black," oh, Jamaican, yeah, they black. Then we start thinking like, well, yeah, but they wasn't slaves over here. You know, you got to dig a little deeper, and you can't. Some black people don't want to argue with you, and they'll say things like, "Well, what difference does it make?" Oh, it don't matter. Oh, it does. It's when people act like she acts, it matters because I don't know if she's got some racist. I don't know what her mother talked like in the house. Some people automatically say, "Oh, her mother went to civil rights marches and met her dad at a civil rights meeting," and that could have happened. But her mother also could have been racist toward black people. I don't know. I didn't know her. But what I do know is it's a very rare for somebody to go to a historically black college or university and graduate and join a sorority during their time there and not be more black than Kamala Harris is. And when I say be more black, it'd be they calling her left now. She'd be more left because we're on the far end of the left, and she would be there with us, and she ain't. They like her in the Democratic Party because she will not openly embrace us. Hell, she don't even embrace us behind closed doors. So they like her for that reason. And we never gonna go anywhere with nobody like her and people supporting her. So back to where I was at, guys, real quick. So if Biden lied to us and said, "I'm gonna get an African American vice president, female," it was specific what he said. He said he didn't say black person. They ain't gonna get no man no VP job. A black man. I'm sorry. So he's pledging this shit to us. Then he picks Kamala Harris, and if the qualifications were what he said, the person he selected doesn't even meet the first one, which is being African American, one of us. So he was appeasing us, but using trickery at the same time. I see. I hope you guys can see this bullshit. So then he gets her as his VP, decides to forego the Democratic primary to select, he'll let somebody run against him because of his age, because some people in the Democratic Party ain't completely on board, a significant enough amount to hold a primary, and because of his age. So, nah, he good. Joe's good. So Kamala Harris, his chief of staff, I think she said something like this in her damn interview, and all the people close to him, all around him, seeing him every day, didn't notice nothing was wrong with Joe Biden. Nah, he's good. He's as strong as he's ever been. They're telling us this 1 week, and then the next week he's out. That's what I'm saying. The Democratic Party will lie to us about bullshit like that and then still expect us to vote the candidate they stick in our face. At least tell us the truth about Joe. If you tell us the truth about Joe, we know you guys really rolling with us. But if you lying and lying and lying right up to the last minute, and then you plan like it didn't happen, nobody want to talk about Joe Biden no more. Try not to talk about him. Well, he is still our president. And I hope you guys haven't forgot that. He is still our president. What's he doing right now? He should be passing all kind of stuff. She should be calling him from the campaign stoop. "Hey, Joe, I just talked to some mothers out here, and they're having it really hard in North Carolina. Yes, yes, yes. I need you to talk to Phil and get some money appropriated and send it over to what county is this? And make it happen, goddamn it, shit. We campaigning. We doing it big. I'm talking about $81 million and to spend some of that shit. The campaign money, the government money, somebody money. You gotta be big talking and trumping it out there if you want to win. You only lying to us so far real bad, right? Everybody else you're hiding from. But when they get you out, it's a whole lot of I know. I know. I'm trying to stay in my lane. I know it's a lot of other stuff that I could be discussing, Kamala Harris, that would turn some people's stomachs, but it would take my energy away from my focus. And I want my energy to be laser focused on this. And if you have become a open-minded person and have a black platform like no one else does, it's just senseless. I know it doesn't bode well for you. I know you don't go back to the Senate and they're like, "Ah, hey, how you doing?" If you're pro-black, You want friends. You want to not be alienated. You don't want to be looked at as like, don't invite them, or people always talking behind your back. So in order to stop that, you have to become a part of them and join them against us. And you wouldn't be there without us. That's the part I can't take, is you and all those other African American and black and people of any color who represent black people and do them wrong. I mean, we've been done wrong since we got here. We've been done wrong before we got here, and all you guys can do is take advantage of that and do wrong by us some more. I mean, a president. Somebody's about to be the president for the whole country. When you guys say that, you usually mean for us to quit asking for reparations. And I'm not going to be special to you. I'm going to be the president for the whole country because everybody else in the country can survive. It's you who's going to be in trouble. But I'm going to be fair, and I'm going to throw the same amount of opportunity out there for everybody. And you gotta get it. Well, we never have gotten it. Why is that? Because it ain't there for us to get. We don't have the access and the opportunity and all that stuff that you're making up on the stump. And you, in my opinion, went about as deep into that interview question, the ABC interview that you just did, the one I just released before this video. You went about as deep into that interview on your opportunity economy as you did on the campaign stump or as you did in the debate. A debate is not a place to drill down on you can discuss your policies on a level. Then afterward is when people come at you and you go into interviews and you give the more detailed part of it. Oh yes, I was talking about my opportunity zone. It really offers opportunity. And I have an extra 30 to 40% of a benefit for African Americans because they're significantly behind and it's not enough, but we have to start somewhere until we get these studies done. Say some shit like that. If you do, your campaign dies. We'll love you, but your campaign dies and you won't be in nobody's cabinet. You'll be done because you cannot lose this election. The Democrats don't give a damn. They having you do anything. You running red lights. You're doing all kind of stuff and you need to stop. You need to have some integrity about yourself. You got as far as you gonna get because this isn't gonna work on the national level. They slid you from California to a representative as a senator, but that's it. Now you on the national level. They don't play that. It's a little different. And I know you got your alliances and you got your folks, but we are folks too, supposedly. But everybody see what's happening. And I just need to do my part and make it very clear. If Biden picked you for us and then you got in that seat and we not on your platform, that's where, yep, that's it. You ain't got nothing for us. But you was picked for us by him. So it should let all black people's eyes open up to the fact that even when they give you somebody who looks like you as a gift, so that what we all would think naturally, well, when he moves on, because he's going to go in there and do such a wonderfully great job as our president, and then when he moves on, she's naturally, going to move on up into his seat, and that's when the money start falling from the sky, and we start getting taken care of, and we start feel like someone is finally paying attention to us. That's what we're supposed to believe back then to get us to now. But now we're here and we find that she's not even what the application required. The application required one of us. And Joe Biden, you didn't pick one of us. But you trying to make us believe you did without really saying you did. It's just kind of messed up because I see exactly what happened here. And I hope you guys do too. We've been bamboozled. We've actually been bamboozled because if she ain't African American like us, and if that was his gift to us, and then his gift to us becomes the candidate now, and we're not in that candidate's platform, then what did Joe Biden give us? Not very much. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.